Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'll be speaking on the topic Indo-China relations. Indo-China relations refers to the bilateral relationship between the People's Republic of China and the Republic of India. In 1950, India and China officially established diplomatic relations, which gave rise to the catchphrase Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. Gentlemen, India was the first non-socialist country to establish diplomatic relations with China. Chinese Premier Zhou Enlai visited India twice, once in 1954 and 1960. Everything was fine till Indo-China War of 1962, which led to a serious setback in bilateral relations of the countries. Later, which was restored in 1976, and after that, over years, the relations between countries improved. In 2018, the first informal summit between our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Xi Jinping took place. When in 2020, both countries celebrated its 70th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations. Sadly, in the same year, the Galwan Valley clash between armed forces of both the countries represented a watershed in India's relations with China, which marked the end of a 45-year-long duration that saw no armed confrontation involving the loss of lives on line of actual control. Gentlemen, the region of Aksai Chin and McMahon Line are two major border dispute areas between the countries. Now, talking about some cultural perspective, both countries shared a deep cultural norms primarily through Buddhism, which shaped both societies. The two countries have also established pairs of sister cities and provinces. Now, talking about the economical relations between the countries, China forms an integral part of the global supply chain and India heavily depends on Chinese import. The trade between the countries went up to over $67 billion in the first half of 2022. Gentlemen, in financial year 2022, China's share in India's imports reached a record high of 16.53%. But gentlemen, there is a continuous issues between both the countries, that is the Brahmaputra River issue. The construction of dam over the Brahmaputra River in the Tibet region by Chinese has raised concern on the Indian side. In my opinion, India needs to showcase its strength and firmness in negotiation with China on water rights as it did in the case of Doklam standoff and in opposing the Belt Road Initiative, rather projecting itself as a victim. Now, talking about the China's debt trap diplomacy, which refers to the predatory lending practices which overwhelm poor countries with unsustainable loans and force them to cede strategic leverage to China. Gentlemen, small Laos is the latest to fall prey to China's debt trap diplomacy. Now, talking about China's Belt Road Initiative and its implications for India. Belt Road Initiative, or the One Border One Road Initiative, is one of the biggest projects started by Xi Jinping to restore the ancient Silk Route which connected Asia and Europe. It includes building a big network of roadways, railways, maritime ports, power grids, oil and gas pipelines, etc. Gentlemen, India opposes the BRI because the CPEC, that is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, passes through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, which means technically Indian territory. Now, coming to way forward, gentlemen, India-China should properly handle the historical and practical problems in bilateral relations and care for each other's concern while increasing trust and dispelling doubts. The onus lies on India and China to maintain stability in South Asia, which will be beneficial for the people of the whole world. India-China should stick to the ethics of the Panchsheel and must strengthen coordination on international and regional affairs. Thank you.